Hello and welcome. It's been a few weeks since I did a session on this. Yeah, always whenever I've had a problem on a Let's Play, like I had the problem with the things, it always seems to have this mental block to come back on. So I thought, I've got Stone Valley's got loads. I've done lots. I've done massive episodes on... word brain's gone. Attingham? That's the one. Yeah, massive ones on Attingham. I've done massive ones on Rombos as well. It's all been big, massive episodes, lots and lots of hours. And I thought, I fancy, Stone Valley, I've done a lot on it. I haven't done any on Beyleron for a few weeks. And people are enjoying it. So I thought, get on, get it done. Just check my fields, had a bit of a wander around before I started so that I knew what I was doing. And I have noticed that there are weeds in the field at the bottom. I need to check that I've got narrows on. I think these are the nice narrows, but I want to check. I know what I'm like. I'll go tazzing off. Mind you, I know if I send a worker, it wouldn't be too bad. There's the living bags. I think 2,000 litres is enough. I got rid of the MultiFruit buying. Oh, it's cost me a fortune to put proper grass down, but yeah, that was only for testing purposes, so I've done that. So, but I've rejigged the damage I'd done with planting the concrete down of it. So yeah, that's what it looks almost, but you'll see there's painted grass and proper grass on. You'll see it as we go around. Let's have a look. Oh, good job I checked. Yes, oh, these are the gangly narrows, that's right. This one hasn't got the nice narrows. Yep, they haven't all. Some have got the horrible, really narrow cow wheels. It makes them look so horrible. But yeah, it is what it is. It doesn't damage the crops. That's the main reason for this. So yes. Right, do we set a standard work? Have I got any other work to do? That's what I want to know. Shall we do this ourselves the old-fashioned way? That's what I'm thinking. Yes, it would be nice. It's not exactly going to take an awful long time to do this field. It really isn't. I do like how we did. Yeah, I did sort of think about, and I thought, yeah, we got rid of some. I'll say that. I have actually got some work to do. We've got to get the... my word brain's gone dead. Yeah, hard week at work, and it takes its toll. Silage. We have the silage in the clamp to put in the BGA. So we'll do this, and then that's what we're going to get on with. I will go into a time lapse though, because that is a bit of a beast of a job. It really is. Yeah. Yeah, weeds are small, so I know I could use a weeder, but we haven't got one yet. And we have got this, and I don't... Have I used it? I think if I have, I've used it once. I thought it's because I know I did on one episode. I thought I'd forgotten I'd got it. It was only in editing that I was looking through another episode. I thought, you've got that purple boomed navigator sitting at the back of the shop, it is like that old saying, out of sight, out of mind. It is. If it had been on the edge of my field or in a shed, I probably would have realised that yes, I have got this. So yeah. Yeah, it reminded me, and there we go. It is true, out of sight, out of mind. You don't see. It's like there's stuff in the attic that you stick up there, and it stays up there because you totally forget that it's up there. You do, and then you go and buy something else, and it's actually already up in the attic. But we all do it. It is true. Right, grass looks like second growth stage to me from here. Now, I don't know where I started. Was it straight? It was. Yeah, so I do need to do the top. And then we need to gauge, see how good I am at this. Yeah, it's been a while, and I know I'm missing the corner slider, but it's not too bad. Right, let's try and guess boom length. Oh, and I've knocked that bag of fertiliser down. I would guess about there. I can't see any wheel marks just yet either. This is true guessing. I can't see any wheel marks, actually. That is definitely true. Not a single one. And I have got the setting on, so I don't know what that's about. Okay, well, there you go. There was a few things going wrong on this. I don't know if it's the map or whether something's playing up with Giants maps with settings or whatever. Yeah, but we had a couple of weird, strange things happening on our Beyleron last time we were on. That yeah, that's right. The shadow wasn't. It was on this very field. So I wonder if it's the field. Something's not quite right with this particular field. You never know. It could be. Let's hope that it's growing. That's yeah, the main thing. Truthfully, now I think yeah, if we go over just a tad, I think we're about there. I think with the overlap of that, I might have a bit of a strip to the right of me, but I can't see, and I think that's good. I can see bits of brown though that I've scorched over there, so I think I can. It's hard to tell. Right, that should be it. Have I folded? Yes, I have. Fold's one of those settings I often sort of forget about. I have to press a couple of buttons to actually do it. I know roughly where it is, but I sometimes get that little moment of doubt. Is it that one or is it that one? But yeah. Right, and let's zoom in a little. I do feel, yeah, when you're doing that type of job. I do like this little look to them, actually. I've got to be honest. I've had this on a couple of Let's Plays. One nuclear. I'm sure I've only had it on this one and another one. Yeah, but it is nice. It's low horsepower, but it's a lovely little tractor. It really is. Right, so then. Yeah, right. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say my words. Am I going to... Doesn't take as long to set this up, though, does it, really? I'll be glad to release that. But I am going to go straight into a time lapse. I am going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Yeah. Okay. I'm beaten. I admit it. Right. Well, that's us done anyway. Yeah. That's us good. That was a valiant effort on my part to try to make that work, but it didn't actually work. Right. Smashing. Well, that's that all done anyway. Certainly put a proper healthy. Yeah. There's not much I can do about the straw section. Obviously that was part of the test. I did as far as I could, and I did lose a lot of money over everything I did do, so let's just take this to 3 o'clock and try and... Yeah, no, actually, that's not. There's no point. So if I can get all that in, we can actually sleep through, because there's nothing else that we need to do. All of our field work is done. Let me remind myself, what have we got planted? Yeah. Let's unplug you as well, our little one. Do love this little tractor. And I did think... I wouldn't be surprised if the Pepe 978 front thing would go on this, and we could then do the little mowers that I was on about. Yeah, we could have a... That is true, we could do that. But, yeah, no, it's like I said, it is, it's a shame, but why would you do that when you've got a fantastic set here? I know it's a little slow, and I suppose that's the only side where you think, well, I could go for 2 sets and then a cheap windrower. Did I? I don't think I did. Let me remind myself on what was on special. Oh, my life, I didn't see that. I don't think that was there earlier. Yeah, that one of the new platinum pack. Yeah, absolutely. Now let me remind myself, did I buy anything special that I'd forgotten that I'd got? No, I think that's everything that I remember we had. Absolutely. So that's all empty, and is that 3rd growth stage? That looks the plush yellowy green. No, that's it there. Ah, I see. Sometimes it does throw me. I'm really glad sometimes that you have the slightly longer stuff where you didn't quite cut it right, because it just... Sometimes when you think, I'm sure that's the right yellowy golden green, it just reminds you that actually no, it isn't. So smashing. So there's another growth stage on this. So we've done all of our silage, and yeah, let's remind myself, what did we have? I know we had sorghum in the bottom field. I'm just trying to I don't always remember. And oats. Now they're both fairly early, aren't they? Not really. August and July, so we're absolutely good. We can easily go through till tomorrow. So let us rest our weary head and see the month of May gone. Yeah. I do love this. I just don't like the tussle I have every time jumping in. Oh, that worked quite nicely. No, yeah, you have to... So if you jump, you can get past it. 8 o'clock, yes. And we should get a nice tick up from the what's left of our... Yeah. Right, okay. Smash in. Oh, yeah, not bad. That should all be pretty much gone now, I think. If we have a look, I think that's everything processed. Digestate, we should save till the back end. Not that there's a lot in there. Oh, it's still 40 tons actually. I didn't process it all overnight. Oh wow, I thought it actually might do that. Oh well, okay. So let's look over the morning paper, and this is now ready to cut. Yeah, I'm still debating. Oh, wow. I'm not a massive fan of the little Schaefer. The weight is just terrible. And it doesn't accept the weights that are built in for these, so it's sort of, yeah. St. Cali, I had one of those, and it really is, which is weird because I tried this on North Shore. I'm sure it's North Shore. I did. Let's face it, it's a cracking price, but it's almost unusable. Yeah, I can't find any use for it, and they're out. So let's not. No. Let's not go there. I don't want to be going into a bashing of equipment. Do we want another little tractor? It's a very, very good price. And it's 80 horsepower. Well, it's a bit battered. That one has definitely seen some action. But yeah, I suppose it's... that's only 40 odd grand then. 45,000 normally. Yeah, do you know, we've already got a small tractor. Yeah, if anything, we want to be saving up for bigger ones. So, yeah, this is now a moment of truth. Do we go on as we have carried on? Or do we make a break for a new way of doing things? That is what I am wondering. We do definitely, yeah, we need to convert some of this back to normal ground, I think. So I think after cutting this, in fact, yeah, we're going to have to do a new course because this is not going to work at all. Let's drop that down. That's a point. No. See, this is my point. It seems fantastic, right? This, which is our most powerful tractor, struggles with that mower, the Vicon. Now, I mean, I'm not saying get rid of them, not for 1 minute, but if we use the Vicon, this goes really slowly anyway, and not only that, let me just... It means then I've got to wait because it's the only one that can use the Schutemacher, and that it uses very well. So to me, it just seems silly. So I'm not talking about getting rid of it, and I am thinking of keeping it for when we do expand and get bigger. But I just think right now, this minute, it's too strong. We know it is. I mean, it is one of those things where I could crack on and just pretend everything's going to be okay and it's all working right, but it isn't really. No. Right, that's... Yeah, we're going to have to remake this. So I think, and the other thing is, it's a big mower. It doesn't go around things like that very well. I'm not sure how we're going to do this, because I don't want to keep making new courses over and over again. That seems a bit silly to me. Right, let's stick this on the saw. Yeah. It is a little bit big for it. Although I suppose not really to pull like that. I don't suppose that's that much of a stretch. It's just still a little mighty little tractor. Just weight-wise, obviously, yeah, not... Right, let's go and unfold that and move that as well, because it's going to take ages. I also know the Mark IIs, what I was doing wrong. Now, with the Mark 1s, you leave the engine running all of the time, and with the Mark 2s, you switch the engine off, which does make it a little bit faffy. I'm still not sure but I would like to try and at least show, because I did sort of a little bit, yeah, I did sort of do it an injustice, because I said, oh, this is not working. Well, it was like a lot of Marty, it was not working because the person hadn't actually checked it out enough. So when I actually read, I went back, I was just seeing if there's been an update. Well, there wasn't an update because it was always a part of it to do what it does. So yes, it was more this user in charge that was in the wrong, as is frequently the case with mods. Not always, but yeah, frequently. Right, we'll leave that down, we'll tow that into place next time. Now we need to move that, and we can only do that with the front loader. Yes, I wouldn't mind having a go at that, because that little thing would actually do the 7 meters. What we could do is do 2 sets of 7 meters. We need to still... No, I think that was... Of course, they'd go past this concrete here. And I suppose we could do that. He says as he pulls his chainsaw out. I think we should... Is that actually going to pop? Did I press the wrong button? I did press the wrong button. Yes, if we do that as a slab of concrete across, Courseplay will read it. If we destroy the courses and we make that into concrete, I'm not going to do it properly for now. This is more so that we can actually... no, is it that kind? Yes, it is. Let's make that a bit bigger. It's more for just cutting across for now, so that we... Yeah, Courseplay reads that as a field edge, not actually finishing to do it properly. Yeah, we'll make it into a path at present. Do the same this side, I think. Okay, let's make it a bit of a drive onto the road, otherwise it was a bit odd. Okay, we will do all this as well. I'm going to make this into... Have we got the money? Yes. No. What's that old saying? If a job's worth doing, it's worth doing well. Yeah. Let's just get this, making it look more like a yard. If I can get my words out. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do, if there's anything we can actually do to incorporate some of this space, or whether it's just going to be, you know, like look more... Yeah, that's one thing I've got to improve on, and that's beautifying your farmyard. Yeah, I think it's a bit of a man thing, if I'm honest, where it'll do. I must admit, I am a bit of a terror for that. Yeah, it'll do. It's practical. Yeah, but sometimes you got to go a little bit further, I think, than practical. Let's see if we can sort of sneakily do it like that. It does work, right? Let's fill that in as well. At least we get rid of those couple of blobs that weren't quite right as well. See? It's only getting rid of a few. Oh, dollars. I knew the second I said every time with the money. Right, I'm happy with that. That's I don't mean we're not going to claim any more back, but for now, to make a course, I don't want to keep making. Do you know? No, I am happy with that. I think. Got to try and oh, that reminds me. Yes, a Matana pack. No, it must have loaded yesterday, but I didn't see it or didn't pay attention enough to it. Yes, the small buildings pack or something like that from Matana. Yeah, really nice little buildings. I'm going to have to shift that a lot, aren't I? Including sheds. So let's have a look if we can fit. No, we don't want anything in that area. Definitely not. And I always remember you can't actually see what I'm pointing at with my mouse because you can't see that. I can switch the mouse on so it can be seen by the software, but it doesn't. Yeah, it does weird things like glowy bits to the end, and I just don't like that. I don't mind if it showed the mouse, but I don't want any extra weird bits. Let's see. It's very similar to the French Farm Buildings pack, but it's for the start from scratch. Well, it doesn't say start from scratch. Here we go. The Tiny House Farm Buildings pack. Yes, and I've not actually ever pulled one of these out, so I don't know how big they are. Now they to me look like a bit of a, almost like ones I love already, which is a rejigged one of these, which is 5,000. Ah, but that one's 3,000. It's wood at the end instead. Okay. Yeah, and we can't put. I know. Can we put that there, or is there a smaller one? Is that smaller? Ah, yeah. I think we tried that before. It's the skirts, isn't? Hang on. Can we do it in V mode? We can, but I do think we've got to shift stuff. I keep forgetting about the V mode. Let's just shift some stuff out of the way because it is important. I just feel like a nomad. Yeah, I do. I've only just put this here. No, think about this carefully. It needs to be going around here, I think. Oh, it doesn't turn well when that's down. Let's tuck that in there. It's not hurting anything, is it? There. That'll do nicely. Smashing. Let's try that again. And we're out of the way. So, V mode. Now, I've gone for the French farm building packs. Let's go for the one that we were trying to show off. I do love the Matana packs. That is one busy person. It really is. I do prefer the one without anything in the middle. Am I going to block anything? Well, not really. I can choose to go around. That is definitely 100% blocked, though. There's no way anything is going through there ever again. But I'm being silly. It's got an open back. When there's nothing in there, that would be fine. And that's as flat as a pancake. Smashing. Now then, that's a 1,000 one. Wow, it's nearly as big. It's just smaller. Okay, well that's no place for that. Could we go on the side of the field? Because this does widen out. I've said that a while back. Yeah, because let's face it, we own all of these fields now. Trouble is, this is a right of way, and I don't want to get. Ooh, why are we floating? Yeah, I suppose I don't really want to destroy. If anything, I'd do it here and take a bit of field off. But yeah, that is a bit of a yard. Could we do one of the? Yeah, I love doing this trick. It's fantastic. I'll show you what I'm on about. I don't know how long this would be. It does. No, definitely not that one. Try the smaller one. I don't mind it sticking out because that's believable. It is. Oh, that's not far off actually. yeah, obviously you'd build it into the wall, and I can't get this perfect. That's not bad. Is that gonna go out anything? Oh, we can always knock it down. There was one time I did do that on the old stream farm, and it was a bit of a nightmare. It didn't work too well. No, it's built into the floor properly. There's no floatiness. Yeah, sometimes you've got to make these. I know it's not going to be perfect. It sticks out slightly, but that's, yeah, that does happen in real life. And I know I've gone into the brickwork. Like, really, just imagine if I didn't, you'd see holes in that. So yeah, I can only work so far with virtuality, but I think that's not bad. Two things: we can stick some on that side, and we can stick a lot of stuff in there. Make this more like a proper farmyard. Absolutely. Right. So then June. So nothing's happening. I do think I'm right. I think what we need to do is take our merry band, and actually this has probably been a full session. Maybe let's have a little bit of fun then. Let's drop this lot and let's stick the little one on this one, because the little one has legitimately got the horsepower to do this. The only thing is I've got to make sure that the Pepe 978 will go on the front of this. In fact, yeah, I can follow it. Really, it's not a crime. Yeah, we've got a throughway still. We can still get through here. We've got a bit of a yard here where we can stick some bits and bobs. Like maybe park our wagon. We're a proper place, I think. I thought it was never going to pop then. Right. I do love this little tractor. It's amazing. I would love it if we could stick that, because it's, yeah, it is. Obviously I can't put a mower on it, but if we can have it converted by a professional engineer, I don't think that's too terrible. And it's not like we're trying to go over what this could cope with. That's my biggest thing, really. It's converting. It's adding a 3-point to the front of this. Yeah. And like anything, if you fall in love with a little tractor and you want to make it a bit more useful, I mean, it's got the towing hitch already and the electrics. It's just us adding a PTO, really. Bit of a whiz engineer. I think I should try it. We're going to lease it first, and if it works, we're just going to buy it straight off. Thank you very much, young lady. Yeah, now that young lady is the young lady that often used to throw me out, and I used to think was a man, not because of a lack of feminine features, but a lack. It literally is. It suggested, yeah, very unfeminine clothes. Not that a lady cannot wear bobble hat and stuff, but yeah, I've got to be honest, it was only when the naming system was switched on and it always gave it the lady's name that I looked more close and thought, no, it is a lady. I really can see that now. But yes, that's not me being sexist or horrible either. It's just the attire was, yeah, not the most. Now, are we going to buy two? Yeah, we are. Otherwise it's going to be silly. Yeah. So these absolute snippets, I'm going to stick it in. We can actually change this, the colour. I fancy red. And we're going to buy one to begin with. No, yeah, no, we are going to buy one for a fact, because we know one is definitely going to work. I'm not going to speed any Speedy Gonzales up either. That's only, I was only doing that for one mod, and that's a slower mod down, not to actually speed them up and go super duper. Right, so then we now, no, why have I done that? I still want to lease the Pepe 978, and I do apologise. Every time I go miscellaneous, it gets longer and longer. It really does. That's my point, right? Giants has got a few marking sprays, and they're given that a category, and we've got miscellaneous with 1,000 things that don't fit into categories. Now, I think that's a little bit naughty, personally. Right, it's not that far in, this isn't, so let's... Are we going to keep it black? I like black. It goes with anything. There is another one. Yeah, it's true. I never show the love to the Massey one, do I? Always buy Pepe's, and I love it. It's A's, but this is equally. Or have I removed it because I thought I only need one of it? No, I didn't. 2 connection hoses. Okay, we'll go for... We want everything. And we want with PTO. We are willing to pay the extra. That's dearer than Pepe's. Right, okay, let's try that. Moment of truth. Drum roll, please. Will this work? Do we try Pepe's if this doesn't work? Now, this is a lot of detail on this. I like this, and that's not saying I don't like Pepe's either. Oh. No, now, make sure you're the right way. Last time you did this, you were totally the wrong way. You were blaming something. Ooh. Now then, that looks a little bit like that's working to me. It actually looks quite nice. Yeah, I'm not going to try and reinvent the wheel either. I only want it really for the... Now that is true. Is it going to do weird things? Oh no, I think it will skitter over the ground. Yeah, that's... Oh. Yeah. That was the only other problem I could foresee. And that was the fact that... Oh, not quite. Let's try and be a bit more believable, at the very least. Hooray! That is perfect. Now then, do we test before we buy? Right, let's first of all pay for that. Not Pepe either. Let's not confuse things. The fantastic Massey thing. Oh, leasing, Mr. Smith. Leasing, remember. Right, let's purchase. Absolutely yes. Fantastic. Right, now do we test this before buying? Yeah, because this is, we're winding down. Next session we're going to cut the grass. I just want to make sure that I can cut the grass, and then what we'll do is we should cut back to that. Yeah, I want to make sure it's possible. Now, would it cut it? Yeah, it is actually quite low, even as it is. Oh no, yeah, I don't think that farmer will very much fancy you cutting his barley with that. Yes, I think reparations would be in order. Yes, we'll buy another set if this works, and then we want a windrower as well. And do I go for the ultra cheap, or do I go for a decent sort of 20 grand one? No, and that's not saying the one for 1,300 isn't decent. It's size. That's the only thing that I'm going to say. Not that it's rubbish at all. Okay, we only want to test the front one. No, let's try it up first, see if that actually is low enough to cut. No, it's not. Does it give me any gypsy drag? No, it doesn't. Beautiful. Right, smashing, proof of concept. Let's pop back to the shop and let's go and grab... Now, we are in the wrong... Load, Mr. Smith. You should know this by now. I know I do have a nasty habit of... it doesn't show us a tractor, does it? Right, let's get the other two. And we are going to have to come back for the windrower. Let's make up our mind. We do need to windrow as well. I did always say this. It's about choosing windrowers and stuff like that. Did I buy the windrower already? Please just double check. No, I didn't. No, I did talk about it. Oh, I've done it again. Keep coming in and out of that. Right, okay, so we want another set of mowers. We'll go red again. It is red Luxem. I think that's perfect. No, it's not a Luxem. So 14,000 and odd for two set. Oh no! I do like the way it tells you it's standard. If you didn't know that. So now we've got a combined cutting length of 14, which is, I think, quite fantastic. If I'm honest. Much bigger than our 10, but obviously then of course we've got a windrower as well. And I say this is not, yeah, I do love that. It is actually, if I'm honest, I'm going to be totally honest, that it is my absolute favourite mower. That's the actual set, because it's red and black, and it obviously does the beautiful windrower built in, and it is big as well. Yeah, right, okay, so we also are going to buy the windrower at the same time. Why did I not buy this earlier when I was actually in the menu? Right, let's have a look. Yeah, I'd sooner spend a bit more. I love the Samaz. I do. That was my absolute favourite for an awful long time. I'm not a fan of that. No, it does weird things. I can't get used to it. I really can't. If it's in the sales on Let's Plays, I have it because it's... Gordon Bennett, that glass is expensive. Whoa! It's only marginally bit... I'd love to have the Vermeer. But it's... yeah. If you think of the size of that, 20, and that's for 33, and that's only 0.1 of a metre bigger, it'd be nice to have it, but not for the price. Yeah, at the end of the day, I am a very poor farmer. I'd love to buy that one if I'm honest, because that's the one you can actually stick on the back of the thing, but we would need some absolutely stupendous equipment to actually make that work. Let's have a look at these. What options have we got? Why? That's 20 grand. Why did I put that one in? 6.2 metre for 20 grand? That's not bad. But this is what my dilemma. I always go through this. Now that's a decent one for 19,000. A slightly 0.1 of a metre more than the other one. I do like that design. That's 14,000. You think, oh, that's cheap. It is, but it's only 0.5 of a metre bigger than the other thing. So if I'm going to go for one, do I go... Do you know, I think I am right. I am making a bit of sense. Let's buy that for now. 6.5 metres. That's absolutely... It's not small. Well, you never know. We could get something like the Vermeer that comes up in the sales one day. Now, I think we can still reach that hitch. It may do weird things, but the bottom hitch is still accessible down low. It sometimes does weird things, though. See, there's no cheating going on. That is legit. It doesn't always work on some tractors, but yeah, we're not trying to use it, of course, just to take it home. Right, smashing. That is excellent. Yeah, I'm really chuffed that we've done this, and I do apologise. Obviously, I can't. I did actually go a long way to repay any additional stuff that I did, because I didn't cheat, not at any point. But it is that bad taste in my mouth that always makes me not want to come on a Let's Play when there's all shenanigans like that, because I hate cheating of any sort. It's just not worth it. Oh, I missed that. Apologies for that. I was just being shouted down for some nosh. Yes, absolutely. It's very pretty, very rad, this, isn't it? Right, let's stick this straight under there. And the last thing I'm going to do off camera is record the course. At least this way we can, in fact, yeah. No, that's the one thing I am going to say, that over the years of Farm Simulator, you can do it where you windrow almost straight away. But sometimes Courseplay does like travel lines where the things come back, or the turns, you wallop something. Although, you know, the one thing I'm going to say, windrowers and mowers aren't too bad. You can still have accidents, but it's not like balers are the worst. If you bale when you've cut, yeah, your mower might pass it again and then get stopped by the bale. So I do it on Attium sometimes. I think, why do you never learn? And why do you not, like pack doing this in? Right, anyway, yes, another session. Next session we shall be cutting this grass and refilling that. I shall also shift that lot out of there as well. I'm going to try and leave that big one there, actually. It works quite well with it being like that. It didn't work as well as the old yard, but it works well enough. Anyway, yes, I am going to say thank you very much for watching. I truly do hope that you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.